Hi, everybody. It's, look at us again, Mindy, Ed, and Don Rickles. I'm Ed Man over there in that corner. It's
I'm Mindy Rickles.
Mindy Rickles, my wife. That's right. Yeah. How you doing, honey?
Really well. Thanks so much for asking.
All right, just keep it low and quiet and sexy, and that's the way I like it.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
way I like it. Yeah,
I'm getting turned on. I'm just going to say.
All right. I know.
mean,
well,
it's
that happens every
very-
time John listens to me. That happens.
always.
well,
always
I'll
has.
just step away. Wait, who is that? That's somebody named John? John, is it?
Yes.
John Stamos is joining us today, everybody. We're very,
I
very
love
excited.
you guys. Thank you for having me on this.
Oh.
And what a great idea. What a great way to celebrate the greatest ever.
That's
Don.
right. Keeping his name alive that he always said.
That's what he always said.
That's right.
That was a chapter in my book about him, to keep my name alive.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
No
wow.
kidding.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. Exactly that.
Yeah.
He would love this.
He would love
Right?
us talking about
Oh,
him.
my God.
He
Talking
would
about
be
him.
cavelling.
Did they mention my name at all? That's right.
I mean, he would really, every talk show I did, he would watch. You know, obviously going to play the one with when we were on with Jimmy, but if I was doing it by myself, which I would,
Right.
you didn't mention me. You didn't mention me last
I
night.
know.
Was I funny? I didn't hear my
Did
name.
you laugh? Were they laughing? Were they laughing, John?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Well, I thank you for the years that I got to be around him, and you guys sharing him so generously with me.
Oh, he loved.
The highlight of my life.
Well, Don has ability. Mindy's dad had this incredible ability to lock into people he knew were good folks. You know,
Oh, yeah.
he would do that and go, that's a guy I want to know. That's a good guy.
Yeah, he loved
And,
you. He really
loved me.
did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never knew exactly why, other than, you know, the truth too. When we first met, in the 90s, I guess it was.
Right.
We went to Verna Tony.
That's
We were-
right.
right.
In Malibu.
Malibu.
That's right. I was at one table with a bunch of people I didn't want to be with, and he was at another table with a bunch of people he didn't want to be with, other than your mom.
Right.
And we were sitting back to back, and we were just, flinging, stuff at each other. Not food, but, talk.
Right.
And I don't know how. I guess they invited me to dinner, as they would.
He loved to be around younger people. It
Yes,
wasn't, I
yes.
mean, he loved his old friends that he had and people like Mike Connors and, but he loved young people. And he, when he met you, I mean, you guys just had this chemistry, like you said, back to back in the restaurant. I mean, if he had a clicking with someone, he loved that. And of course,
Yeah.
I remember something about you playing percussion there. Was that true? You were literally playing in the restaurant? Or was that not
Yeah,
true?
I used to. I used to sit there with a Greek band there and play bongos and congas and
that's
stuff.
Right.
That's
That's
cute.
right. Yeah. I remember that story.
But he would. You're right, and your mom would always say, because they love to go to dinner, and
Oh, yeah.
they'd say, bring some. I said, what about, nothing against them. But I said, well, I'll bring Gary Marshall, or I'll bring, and Jack Klugman, and they were like, no, bring some of your younger friends, bring some, They wanted to look forward.
Right.
He wanted to be inspired in
yes,
that way.
absolutely.
And I loved, introducing him to a lot of these people because everybody wanted to meet him, that John Stewart, that one tribute they did for him, and then the Friars, the big Friars, when everybody started celebrating him. And then, of course, the documentary, but that was all after I'd met him.
Right.
Mhm,
No,
mhm.
that's true. He sort of got on a roll, and then Toy Story was a really, big thing for him.
Yeah, I think
And that's
it
sort
was
of
after
yeah.
Toy Story.
Was it after?
But it was all I met him after, I believe. But like I said, those tributes and all those, the documentary and everything, and then people are, oh my God, he's still the funniest man on the planet. And then you couldn't get, you remember, like everybody wanted to be around him.
Oh yeah.
I was like, whoa, the Johnny Depp's come latelys, I
Right.
called him, because
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
well, I've been here for years now. All these guys want to be your, but he loved, he would just tell me who. Robin Williams came over and he brought me this. Remember that big vodka
Oh
glass?
yeah, we had that in Malibu, and it was shaped like a machine gun. Oh yeah, he loved that Robin Williams gave him that, and even Jamie Dornan. He found out that Jamie
Right, that's
Dornan. He
right.
goes, Jamie Dornan has a picture of me over his tub,
Yes.
and I was
Yes,
like,
yes,
wow,
yes.
Dad, that's great. We're gonna have dinner next Friday night, because
that's
he
right.
loved that. Oh, Dad, he's a big star, and he knows.
Yep.
Look at, he loves you. My dad was like, really, really. He really loved that kind of thing.
To be in his presence was an honor, and everybody was like, oh, it was a big honor being salted by Don. Of course, the three of us got that honor a lot,
Right.
but in the most loving way. Guy, he I should send you the clip of it. He was at my birthday party, and he got up and he barely said any of his, in his flings to me, and it was just the most heartfelt, beautiful, like 3 minutes of just love. I just kept waiting for him to, there's always something right around the corner going,
yeah.
But it wasn't, and it was just makes me cry every time I watch it.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And I know you've had a million of those moments, and he loved you. I like how on this show that you're going to play, how he was bragging about you because you were playing in Vegas at the same time as he was.
Oh, there was one
that's
time when I
right.
was playing,
Yeah.
I guess, the Tropicana, and he was at, I don't know, the Golden Nugget or something.
No, he was at the Orleans.
Oh,
up
the
street.
Orleans.
Yeah.
Ed knows
right.
his career better than I do, I have to say. But yes, and
My
I
new
remember
job,
he's
apparently.
like, listen, we'll come and we'll pick you up after the show and we'll leave together. I was like, okay, Dad, that's great. Which I was excited. I mean, it was kind of incredible that I could say that I was playing, nearby. And
And I told him I was going to go see you instead of him that night.
Oh, really?
That went over well.
I didn't see you there, John. I didn't see you. You didn't come backstage and say hello. I know.
I was so intimidated.
I know.
by you.
Well, you've always been that way, but you got to
I
get
have
over
been.
that at some point. Yeah, I know.
Right now, I'm good.
Hey, John, before we jump into the clip, we're just seeing you all over the place.
Oh,
I mean, we were just
we have
watching
to-
a trailer for Palm Royale this next season.
That looks really fun.
Tell us about Dr. Dusty. We want to hear
Dr.
about this.
Dusty. Well, did you guys catch the first season?
I watched some
yeah.
of the first season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got most of
love
it
and
out, yeah.
Carol Burnett's on the show, and we grew
Can
up.
you believe it?
She lived
Oh.
up the street from us on Alpine.
Oh my God.
Growing up, and I went
Yeah.
to school with her daughter. I used to go over there and sleep over there all the time, and
Yeah, we still see
love it.
Jody.
she's amazing.
Well, that whole cast. I mean, it's most of my stuff
Allison
is with
Jan.
Kristen Wiig, Allison Janney, and Ricky Martin.
Right.
And some of my stuff was with Patti LuPone. That
I
was
saw
a really
that she's
incredible experience. Yeah, they called me up. They said, "Do you want to do this show?" I said, "Well, what's the character?" He said, "You play a lawyer / gynecologist." I said, "I'm in." That's a new one.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were her lawyer, but you're a doctor. You're a doctor
Right.
and a
Yeah,
lawyer.
that's it.
Oh my God, Ed, no offense, but that was the dream for my parents
Yep,
to marry a
that's right.
doctor / lawyer. Yeah.
No, what does Ed do? He's
true.
a disc jockey.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that doesn't
that's
make
great.
it. Yeah.
Plays the horn.
Nice. Yeah.
They loved you, Ed. Obviously.
Nah, we get along good.
Yeah, you and Don had a great relationship, huh?
We did. In fact, I'm going to tell you one quick story. I think you might
Please,
like
that's what
this.
it's the things
And
about stories.
Well, I don't want to. Yeah, but I don't want to interrupt the Palm Royale thing either, with the stuff that you're up to, because we want to promote your work there, John. You do great work. But there was a time that we knew that you guys were getting along great. It was John Stamos this. It was John Stamos that.
Too much.
And it made it made us smile.
Stamos, right.
Yeah, Stamos would do
And
this.
of course,
Stamos
Bob
would say that.
Saget, who we loved. It was always Stamos and Saget, right?
Yeah, all the time. So we're at the pool in Malibu, Mindy. We're just hanging out. The kids are trying to swim. They're very young at the time. And Donna Barbara on one side of the pool, and I'm sort of catty corner at the other end, just getting some sun. My little boy Ethan at the time, Harrison, I think was barely an infant, and Ethan jumps in, and I had turned my head, and Ethan started going under, and I hear Donna Barbara scream, "Ed, Ed!" Which is, of course, they did that if they lost the remote. It was Ed, Ed.
That's right.
So I jump in, I get Ethan out. He was fine. I lay him down. Everything's fine. I get back in the other end. I put my hand on my hips and I go, now, could Stamos do that? They fell
I know
over.
there.
Yeah.
Look, there
They
was a
loved it.
time when it was too much. I did feel sort of strange sometimes. I told you that, Mindy. I think where he was, Stamos went up too much. But
No, come on.
what are you gonna do?
Oh, no, you were so
You
great.
can't have enough friends, and they loved you to death. Absolutely true.
Oh, I loved them too. And
So Palm Royale is happening,
Palm Royale was fun. Yeah, we
Yeah,
did that.
and you've been playing with the Beach Boys.
Yes, we were in Spain.
Really?
I got a call. Over the summer, we were in Spain, and it was. Have you guys been to Spain?
Yeah, last year.
Actually last year went to Barcelona. That was my
really?
yeah. I'd never been there.
Was it the greatest place? Like, it's the
yeah.
only place I think Caitlin was telling someone last night. Said the only place John said where he said I could actually live here. And Caitlin was like, "Good, let's move."
Right? Yeah,
Still have to-
exactly.
still have to
We're
work
coming
here.
with you.
Yeah, well, let's have a family trip out there, and we don't have to come back. And I got a text from my friend Neil Marin, who was producing Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl, and said, "Hey, do you want to be a hero?" I'm like, "No." It's Josh Gad got COVID, and we want you to take his place on the weekend.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys heard about it. And I was like,
I don't think we heard that, Mindy.
No.
when is it? So that was I landed on a Thursday morning. No, Wednesday, late Wednesday night. So I said, yes, I'll do it. There's one song in the playing King Herod. And so I landed And then I woke up, like I had 2 hours of sleep getting ready to go to rehearsal. I was like, what am I crazy? Like, I can't do this. I'm so stupid. And I looked at, I have a Broadway bathroom over there. It's Broadway stuff. And there was a script that had been signed. And it said, Dear John, take no prisoners and the wounded, Liza Minnelli. I was like, okay, I got to do this.
Wow.
So I go and I go to rehearsals, and it was good. And that was on a Thursday. Friday's the show at the Hollywood Bowl. Cynthia Erivo is playing Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Adam Lambert is in it. Just this incredible. And it was a stunning show.
Incredible.
I get there, and I say, well, I need a teleprompter because, I just got the thing. There's a lot of words. Okay, no problem. I go over it in the morning. Great. They do a dress rehearsal at 11, and everybody comes. The first time I'm meeting the cast, and I've got this big song and choreography and feathers and costumes and everything. And so we start the the run-through, and it's the time of the morning where the sun is hitting the teleprompter, and I can't say a single word.
Oh, my God.
And I go out there, and Cynthia Erivo's sitting 2 feet. She's on the ground as the character, listening to me, and I'm so, you're the great Jesus Christ. But I'm like, and, I turn into Jerry Lewis. And she's looking at me like, who the hell is this guy? Get him out, And she leaves, and she makes a call. She says, I don't care how sick Josh Gad is, get him back here. And then I went back. So she leaves, and I went back and did it. It was fine. But it was a tricky thing. And I went in and did great. The teleprompters worked, and it was a big success. But interesting time. That was
man.
And I was just there this weekend with I just did Nightmare Before Christmas with Danny Elfman.
Really?
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, you guys should have come to that.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That sounds amazing.
Well, we did see you in Bye Bye Birdie years ago.
Oh, that's right.
And
the
that was
previews.
a lot of fun.
Right,
yeah, the
right.
previews.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Remember when the wall fell
and
down?
The set broke?
The set broke,
Oh,
yes.
my God.
And Bob,
That's
I think, came back on stage. Yeah.
Jumps on
Yes.
stage, hurts his knee. I
Oh,
guess
that's
Breaks
right.
his kneecap.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's
That's
right.
right.
Remember that?
And your kids
Dad-
were there, horrified. Yeah, and
Kids were horrified.
Right.
And your dad was there, and
Yep.
we brought a microphone down to him, I think, to help, because
Right.
the set broke, and it was broke for like 35 minutes.
Right, right.
And,
And that's the thing
in
of previews. You never know what's going to happen.
Well, yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah.
But your dad was funny. And he was heckling me,
Oh,
I think,
gee.
at first, because they pushed me out there to try to, fill some time and say, okay, well, we're going to be back. The sets will, open, and then, get a haircut or something, he said. And
Right, right.
and then he started going
That's
at me.
right.
And he made it, that was a magical thing that he was there. And then Bob came up, but your dad was just yelling at us from the audience quite a bit.
I know. That was so funny.
Oh, it was
God.
a riot. I'm sure you were horrified at the time, going, oh, no, what is this? This is
Well,
terrible.
thank God your friends were there to help
Right,
me out.
right. Exactly.
That's good to have friends. Well, before we jump into the clip, one last. Your work in Full House seems to continue through the years. Is there any more of that? I'm sure that's a question a lot of people have. Is that it? Are you guys going to get together and do anything else? Like now, Bob sadly is not here, but
Yeah, he's not there. Bob used to have a joke. He said, we're going to do Fullest House, and he's going to be in an urn on the fireplace.
Oh, my
jeez.
God.
So,
Oh.
his sense of humor.
Yeah.
that would be
I
his sense of humor.
I think we've done it. It took me so long to come around to that show. I always wanted to, I'm going to do serious work, blah, blah, blah. And I got to do so much over the years, and it still really never sat well with me. I never understood the appeal to the show. Really. I told myself I did. But the fact that it's still so popular, and there's so,
Yeah, it's amazing.
every 4 years there's a new
incredible.
Full House fan. But my son started watching it. And that's when I go
wow.
like,
Oh, that's
now I
great.
get it. Like I could
Oh,
hear
yeah.
it in the car and I watch it. And the central character was love. And I think that's why it's lasted so long.
Yeah.
And I go, wow, what a because I'll see some other shows that he's watching. I'm like, this is shitty. What this is terrible, these things.
Right.
And then Full House will come on and I go, oh, well, we're just talking about good things and
Yeah,
being
wholesome.
caring and
Right.
wholesome and kind and a lot of hugging. And so I get it. But he does watch it to mock me now too, because he'll get the catchphrases, and I'll say, Billy, put the Legos away. You got it, dude. I'm like, yeah, okay, great.
Oh, my God.
I'm not kidding. He's a funny guy. But he loves
Oh, that's
theater
great.
now, and he plays drums. And
Oh, wow, that's
I'm going to
so
let him
cute.
stay. I'm going to let him live here.
Yeah, you're
You
gonna
let him
keep
stay
him?
in the house.
I think he's a keeper.
It's very kind of you.
Yeah, that's good.
Another thing about this night, to switch back to what, the point of the show, was that I just remembered, and I can send you pictures. We went to dinner after with Ryan Gosling.
Oh, you're kidding.
And
That's right.
Jimmy,
Ryan Gosling was a very big fan of my dad's.
Sure was. And Jimmy and Molly and Bob. And it was a great thing because we finished the show and then Jimmy said, let's all go out to dinner. Your mom was there and Ryan was, Ryan. And, we'd go to dinners and I knew the stories that people wanted to hear from your dad,
Right.
And so I would sometimes, and he always wanted me to sit next to him. John, you sit here, you sit here. And I just loved being close to him because he would, hit me under the table and, and he just, and you guys remember, he just smelled like a little babe. Like he just smelled so great.
Yes,
When your dad,
he did.
I just loved his smell.
Paco Rabanne, John.
Paco Rabanne was all over the
Mixed
house.
with a little, yes.
Right? And his soft skin, I'd love to kiss him on the cheek.
He loved to put on moisturizer. I'm going to add that.
He was very moisturized. I'd kiss him on the cheek. He hated it, but I loved it. And, but I would try to steer him into, the stories that he would tell all the time, but sometimes, you guys know, you have to get him back on track into a certain, run.
Right.
Like certainly the one where it's the Sinatra, everybody wanted to hear, not now, Frank, I'm eating. And sometimes he would just take it and go, and it would just lead right into the stories that were, other times like, stop, what are you telling me about? I know my stories, shut up. I'll do it when I'm ready, or whatever it is.
Exactly.
But that was that night that, they all wanted to hear all the big stories,
That's right, yeah.
No, he
Well,
loved
let's jump into it. Why not? Let's take a listen. Now, this is I think this was 2016, if I'm not wrong, and he
was
been,
like
89, 90.
at the time.
Yeah.
I wonder why we were on together other than, they would put us together. I think when I was on ER, we did the Tonight Show together. I mean, not together. I guess he would come out first.
Right.
But that was the Tonight Show. Dawn came out and then I came out and it was great. And it was funny because Leno was trying to one-up him and Dawn just boom.
Yeah, he always tried to do that.
Yeah,
Jay would do
was
that.
trying to. He tried, but he didn't come close. It took a great, and you guys know this too, I think. I mean, I know he loved Johnny and Dave, but he loved Jimmy. He loved going on Jimmy's show.
He did.
Right? I mean,
they had a great chemistry too, just like you and
Well, because Jimmy, and Dave and stuff, they didn't try to compete with him, right? They just sort of let him do his thing.
That's right. Once you try to do that, what's the
death.
point, and let him go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let
and
him go.
they were very classy that way. I mean, Letterman could have gone on, he loved to listen to him and his stories and got a real kick out of him. Oh, absolutely.
And, there was a time, and I think it might have been this, I was trying to remember because one of these episodes I played drums. Dawn was the guest, and I've just played drums in the band, but I don't know if it was this one.
Well, let's fire this thing up, and John, just step in, say whatever you like. What's in my throat, Mindy? Something in there right now. Hold on. All right, I got it. Okay, here we go.
We have two first guests tonight. One of them is a dreamboat whose face has been plastered on young girls' bedroom walls for decades. The other was on Full House. You can see Don live at the Orleans in Vegas, October 22nd and 23rd, and John on Scream Queens on Fox. Please welcome Don Rickles and John Stamos. How are you? Why does that guy that looks like me, he goes crazy, pumping this crowd? No applause. You don't have to make him nuts. They'll applaud.
He's the warm-up guy.
Okay, that's it. Let's go.
No, you can't leave yet. By the way, I love that you're here together, and thank you for coming together, because I love that you're such close friends, and you have this very, very close relationship. For how long? How long have you known John?
About an hour.
See, that was the great thing about Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
He knew how to tee him up,
Oh,
I mean, and that was such a gracious thing that he would do, And same with Dave, but especially Jim. Jim would know, like, okay, I'm going to set him up, and what he did was like how long he,
Right.
about an hour, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, he seemed to be like a student of Carson. Back off when you need to,
Right.
let him run. Yeah, exactly.
30 years, I think.
Yeah. We met in a restaurant, right? You were sitting next to me. Tell them how we met.
Well, we were at, we saw you at...
Don't touch me, though.
All right. That's friendship, right? Before we start, can I just say, he's the highlight of my life. I love this man so much. And
And he's mugging, making faces.
I'm so grateful to be on the show with him. I always felt like if I was ever to write a book, it'd be like, if you would have told me that one day I'd be on Jimmy Kimmel's show with Don Rickles, I'd be like, wow. I'd be like, well, Jimmy Kimmel won't.
Yeah,
how could he have a show? But the Don Rickles
part.
I see that right there. Ed, that was, I actually did write a book called If You Would Have Told Me and wrote about Don in it. That's so weird.
That's so funny. Wow.
That's all right.
And I did a complete Rickles there too. I said, if you would have told me that one day I'd be on a show, the Jimmy Kimmel show with Don Rickles. Well, Jimmy Kimmel wouldn't have a show. That was, he would. You guys know this too, and I had to explain him the term. I mean, he invented it, but I don't think he knew the name of it, which Sarah Silverman taught me, which was schmuck bait, where he rule the schmuck in, and then boom. It's like, Jimmy Kimmel have a show. Well, Jimmy Kimmel wouldn't have a show,
Right.
I mean, you know how he would say, I love,
exactly.
I mean this from,
Bottom of my heart.
From my heart, you're going nowhere, whatever it is. He
Right,
pull you in, schmuck bait.
You don't expect it.
Nope.
When you
There we
least
go.
expect it.
Rubbing off on him. He's now insulting me, thanks to you.
Shut up.
The best story was I got to take my parents to see him and Mr. Sinatra.
Oh, I think I have pictures
in
of
the
this.
90s, yeah. And
Yes.
I was dating Paula Abdul at the time.
Oh, yeah.
You remember Paula Abdul, right, Don?
Of course, that was the first girl you were in heat for.
And the beauty was that
How many girls have you seen him with, Don, over the years?
Come on.
Well, he's been with all sorts. The ones I used to bother with had the beach pole and they were 12.
Now this is what I get when he would say they were young or something, but I don't think he realized when he said 12. That's not right.
Well,
he would say that all the
after
time.
Epstein, I think, right.
No.
That would
right.
not
He
have
was
gone
only
over as well.
16. Yeah, you can't do that anymore. Yeah.
Weinstein-Epstein combo meal is not what you're
Yeah.
going for.
Weinstein,
Jesus,
yeah.
Mindy.
He's a good-looking kid, and he was always, I call him a kid, he's a man today. But they always used to come, him and Bob Saget was our dear friend, and Bob,
sure.
he's a great guy. Bob's not here tonight, his guitar broke. You got to watch Bob Saget. Coming home tomorrow, and my mother suck a bubble, and bang, boom, boom, and it's all clean stuff that your eyes fog up. Anyway,
He would say when he would do Bob when he wasn't on a talk show. So, and he'd have a guitar and he'd say, and the monkey the dog and the dog the monkey, as if
Oh, man. Because I knew Bob back in college.
my
He was doing the
God.
frat boy circuit doing stuff like that. I was
Right.
like, this guy's amazing. And then he gets Full House. I'm like, what happened to all the f***ing
Right. Nobody
And
knows
then it came
that.
back. Nobody knew about
he's a wonderful guy and a dear friend. It's John's friend. And it's a step out of
I'm sorry. I enjoy having you
Do you
here.
remember when we came to see you? And I was trying so hard to go backstage to meet you and to meet Mr. Sinatra, to impress my parents. And we did get to go back and see you. And you were so kind and so nice to us. And we took pictures with Frank, too. Do you have those?
John with his mom
Somewhere.
and dad.
There you go.
There's Frank, John and Frank.
showing the pictures.
And Paula and Frank Sinatra. Two very tan people.
I know. At the end of the show,
What about you going with a young lady now? What's her name again?
Caitlin.
Yeah, okay.
Your wife.
That's right.
Yeah, now this was really so kind of him. He really loved Caitlin, and I was so grateful that Caitlin got to meet your mom and dad, Mindy,
Oh, yeah.
because it meant the world to me that they approved of her.
Oh,
And-
absolutely. And they love Billy.
Yeah, your mom did. Yeah, your
Yeah.
dad didn't see him.
No.
She would send presents, but your dad would have loved him too. But he, what was I going to say?
Caitlin.
Caitlin and Bob, and he got to meet Kelly, which was Bob's, turned out to be Bob's
That's
wife.
right. That's right.
And the four of us, maybe one of the last times I saw him, the four of us, we all went to Tony Torita, and
Oh, really?
he just approved of our girls, and
No, he
that made us
really
so
did.
grateful. Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Lovely.
him to mention on the show, that was so special.
Cool it.
Anyway, we went back, and so Don would introduce the celebrities in the audience at the end. Do you remember? And Tony Danza was there, and Paula stood up, and he said, John Stamos, and I was sort of embarrassed to stand up, and he said, he's probably sitting in the grass. He said, he's probably smoking grass. And then Sinatra grabbed the mic and said, smoke one for me, Johnny.
True story.
Wow.
I remember. I think I was wearing a blue tie.
By the way, speaking of Bob Saget, you mentioned Bob Saget. John and I were at Bob Saget's 60th birthday party.
Sorry.
John actually threw Bob Saget's 60th birthday
A seal.
John actually paid for Bob Saget's birthday party. Did you know that?
Well, John's lonely. What do I know?
You were invited. I think you had a gig.
So big, I don't need that with Bob Saget. One thing, he's got beautiful daughters. We just saw them in New York. Saget's great, and he's a dear friend of his. And a dear friend of mine. The two of them come to my house occasionally. Well, not to my house. That would be pushing it. In restaurants, and when I first met, yes, they always ask me, "What do you think of this girl? Do you think it's okay?" And I got to check these girls out,
Right.
And I got my own. I'm married 51 years to a hooker. Oh, that's a joke. She's backstage now going, "I don't think that's funny."
That's
Mindy,
funny.
he got more laughs about your mom than just about anyone else.
I know, right? Because she was so the antithesis, the complete opposite of my dad. And he said, she's a Valium. And
It's a
right,
walking
John,
Valium or
yeah,
something, yeah.
She would kind of, whenever he would get out of hand or whatever, she'd be like, "Donald, stop it. And those would be the other kicks under the table, would be from my mother.
Shins were so bruised.
Yeah, him kicking you, and she was kicking him, and there was a lot going on under the table. Yeah.
Thanks for God she never kicked me.
Yeah.
Did she ever get offended by being called a hooker or anything?
Oh, God, no. Absolutely not. And when he said, when her takes off her bra and the head hits the sink, she's got too much jewelry on her ass. She went down like a, into the water. And I pushed her. That's right. Yeah. No, she didn't care at all.
Right.
Nah, she didn't care about that stuff.
Barbara's not a hooker, just for the record.
She's a wonderful girl. John knows her. You know her. And a lot of happiness staying with Molly.
Thank you very much.
You just got married, right?
Yeah, well, a couple years ago.
By the way, for the first time tonight, I met your son.
Oh, you did?
Yes, he's a wonderful kid.
Oh, good, yeah.
And he gave me some cocaine and some...
Oh, he did?
Schmuck bait.
So to make you happy.
That's a joke. He's a wonderful young kid, right? And he was smiling because he knows someday he's going to come into a lot of money. I have a sister, too.
God willing.
You have a sister, too.
I do.
That works with my daughter.
Your daughter, Mindy Rickles, is a comedian.
Yeah, they're both comedians.
I thought this was interesting. I'm not sure if you even realize this. You have the gig on the 22nd and 23rd in Vegas at the Orleans Casino. Your daughter is performing that very same weekend at, I believe, the Tropicana.
I know what show I'm going to.
And John, she has my sense of humor. She does.
Yeah?
And when she was a young woman, graduated out of UCLA, USC, and she majored in tennis. And
That was his big joke always.
and she started to go out dating. So knowing my sense of humor, so she was out with this guy, and she says to the guy, "You're going to wear that tie?" And the guy said, "Yeah." And he never called her again. She said, "Dad, I don't know. All I said was you're going to wear that tie." I said, "You said that?" "Well, you say it."
Yeah, you may have talked. Would you be happy if Mindy dated John Stamos? Would that be something that would please you if Mindy?
I would kill myself.
Don Rickles.
Do you get
We'll be back with more after this.
Do you get? Because I'll get it too. I mean, well, it's different for you, but like I'll do Don, and it won't go well sometimes. And Caitlin's like, "You're not Don Rickles. Stop it. You can't." But you'll just slip into his rhythms. You'll do his thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because Jeff Ross, I did his roast with you.
Yes,
that's
Pat,
right, and I played my dad. So I actually, that was very, very easy to do because, unfortunately, we had I had the same kind of timing, and he's right because when I was dating, it was like some guys were like, I'm funny too. So when they said that, there was a problem. So that's what was great about Ed because Ed is funny. Honey, I'm talking. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That was imitating my dad. Go on. What were you going to say, honey?
No, I was just going to say because you're going to wear that tie. You did that same thing to that green jacket I had when we were dating.
Oh, he did have a green jacket, and the sleeves were very short,
But
John. He looked like a leprechaun. It wasn't a good look. I had to tell him.
Yeah, I have this wingspan, so it was always hard for me to find jackets. So I found this jacket, and I loved it. And I made the mistake of reaching someplace across the table, and you could practically
the
see my
sleeves
elbow.
went up. Yeah, it wasn't
Right.
good, John.
She didn't keep that. I said, and I just started laughing. I
Right.
said, "That's hilarious."
No, Ed,
That's
Ed's
funny.
very funny, and at home, Ed makes me laugh most of the time. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's just the
no,
way I
we
like
get
to switch it
that's
around.
why it's very good. You have to be with someone that's very confident. Not that I'm so funny, but you have to when you have as a
you're
woman, when you have a
hilarious.
big personality, obviously, the man has to be fine with that, and it has to just kind of blend together, which it does for us. So that's great.
Do you still do stand up? You ever get up?
I'm pausing right now, John. It's a weird time to be doing
Yeah, right.
stand-up, as you know. And so right now I'm kind of taking a step back from that. But
Yeah.
it's it's difficult
You're
now.
very good.
Oh,
You're very
thank
funny.
you. Thank
I
you.
came and saw you at the Laugh Factory.
Yes, you
were doing
did. And you were on the show. And when I used to have, my own show with different people, and you came on, and my God, they were packed to the rafters. It was like the Beatles were at the Laugh Factory.
Oh,
I mean,
please. Oh,
they
please.
were,
Yeah.
the crowd was out of their mind, so excited.
Yeah.
But your
So it
mom was
so-
there. That was sweet.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
remember?
It was so
When he
great
and when
you
he
did
and
that.
Bob came, oh my God, and Bob was funny. Saget. He
Oh,
says,
yeah.
Don't do any publicity. Don't do any
That's
publicity.
right.
We're like, oh, all right. Well, hope a crowd
And they
shows
were
up.
lined
And
around
they
the
were
block.
lined up. It's like
Yeah,
they
we didn't
heard
even
it.
know how they found out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was so funny. But
Yeah.
no, Mindy, you're absolutely terrific. And one day we're
You
going
are.
to push you back up on stage. That's just the way it's going to be.
You should be.
We'll figure that
How
out.
was your wedding? Did he make a big speech? And how
Oh
was
my God. My wedding, please, was like, if anyone remembers the movie Private Benjamin with Goldie Hawn. I mean, it was a typical, like, with the monstrous ice sculptures of swans and pigeons and
Shrimp coming out
dogs.
of your
Oh,
ears.
God.
I mean, it was a blur to me because Larry King
Mm.
kept walking around going, "Where's your dad? Where's your father?" I'm like, I'm kind of going to walk down the aisle right now, Larry. Could you give me a minute? So it was.
Right.
It was great. No, he was so
that's-
proud. He loved our wedding, and that was a fabulous night.
It was a
for
great
them.
night, except when I'd go to a table because I'm not exactly a well-known face, and somebody would go, "Excuse me, could you bring the bread?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
They,
"Oh,
had,
all right."
they
Your
didn't
short
really know
sleeves.
who we were.
Bring
Yeah,
the
with their
bread.
short sleeves, nice tux. Yeah.
Did you have?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Did you have a bat mitzvah, Minnie?
Oh my God, John.
Was it?
You would have lived for my bat mitzvah.
Yeah?
We're talking Stephen Eady. We're
Oh, wow.
talking Ed McMahon. Who else was? Oh my God. So many people were I was doing the
I think
hustle.
Carson was there, Mindy. I
Was
saw
he?
a picture of Johnny Carson.
I
in
mean,
one of the
that
little
was
pictures.
a major bat mitzvah. Yeah. And yeah, he loved that.
You should do a special on that.
That's
You
right.
have video and pictures. That'd be
Oh yeah,
funny.
we do actually.
We should do a slideshow.
Yeah,
I gotta
right.
see that
Click,
someday.
click. Yeah, okay, here we go. Let's try. We'll see what's left here.
John is in Scream Queens Tuesday nights on Fox, and Don will be live in Las Vegas at the Orleans on October 22nd and 23rd. That is a great show, and it is.
John has a great show. Tell him about it.
Have you watched John's show, Scream Queens?
Every night. no, I've seen it, and he's great. And but I'm busy trying to find out if Ronald Reagan's going to win the election.
You've got the wrong. That's not the guy running. Yeah, it's a different guy. By the way, did you watch the debate last night?
No, I live in Guam. No, of course I watched it like everybody else.
You know, it's funny. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it was after this, but Don did a voice on Scream Queen. I played a character he was a doctor who had lost his hand in a garbage disposal accident, and I got replaced. My hand was the first full hand replacement but the hand was a serial killer. And there was an episode where he was beating me up and talking to me, and Don did the voice. We went over to your house and
you're
recorded the
kidding.
voice of it. It
Oh
was
wow,
like,
I didn't
we gotta
even
see
know
that,
that.
Mindy.
Yeah,
it's
that's
so funny. It's so cute.
That's great.
That's a riot. We have to find that.
What do you make of what's going on? Do you have?
I don't get into politics, but I'll tell you the truth. I'm waiting for a Jewish president.
Did you watch the Dodgers game today?
That's important.
Yeah.
But can we pause 1 second?
Yeah.
What would he be saying? Where would he be right now with politics?
Oh boy.
Oh my God, that's a really good question. I don't know. I mean, he would either, he never really spoke about politics in his act ever.
Not even at home, hardly.
No.
I mean,
So I don't even know if I don't think he'd be talking about it because he never talked about politics through the years. And I mean, so many different presidents.
Well, I'll tell you, John, I mean, I've been to enough Thanksgivings and Hanukkahs and, Passovers. It just never came up.
No.
Really?
I mean, he
But
had
now
his
it's a different
private
time.
beliefs. Yeah, of course.
And they're from a
And
different
that's
time.
right.
We
And
don't
he
bring
didn't
that up with
really
family. And
discuss it. That's right. It's not like now where it's a major topic. Exactly.
yeah,
Too much.
that's a good question. Yeah, it's a crazy
Games
topic.
together?
No, I used to, but
You did?
I used to have a box, but now I had a little incident with my leg. It's
Look at our shoes. We have the same shoes.
kids.
They're cool, huh?
You do have the same shoes.
I called everything. He brings up his shoes.
I called him this afternoon and said,
Yeah,
what
we
do
have
you
the same socks. Smell my socks.
I said, what are you wearing? He said, get out of it. Who cares? My wardrobe worth $4 million.
But no, his show is really wonderful. You know what? His career, God bless him, every time he shows up on the screen, it's always a winner because he and Saga, too, the two of them, really, they catch on with shows. And
More John, though, than Bob, right?
you said that.
He said, he was very sweet. He said, I said, you watch the show? He said, you're very good on there. Not the type of show I would watch, you know? But it's fun. I'm having the time of my life on
I
that
didn't say
show.
about the type I would watch. I said I watched it once.
Right.
Now, you hang around with Regis also. Does Regis ever enter your circle? No. You and Regis do
Are you going
shows
to do
together.
questions and answers?
Yes.
You do the questions, then you answer. We could go home.
Who do you like better, John or Regis?
Neither one. No, Regis is a dear friend.
Yeah.
John is a dear friend. I've been blessed with having guys like that. And Regis is great. He's not here tonight. He's in Ireland hoping they recognize him. He's a wonderful guy. You know Regis. He's
loud.
He's saying Regis, but when we're in New York, he's like a goofball. We're in a car, and it'll roll down the window, goes, Rickles and Regis are here! And the cop that's directing traffic goes, who?
You guys have fun together. Do you like socialize before you do
We're
a
doing a show together now.
I know that.
The two of us, we'll be at the Saban in, I don't know, later on this month, where we do a show together, which just catches on. It's great. We do a talk, and Regis talks in the front, and then he tells his career, which... Anyway, but I love him dearly.
Does he sing?
He sings Irish songs, you know. If you like the Irish, you know. I just sit and watch the Irish fans that just sit in the stands and go, whoa.
John, what?
Who's better than this guy on the
Nobody.
planet? Who
Nobody.
is better than this man?
People, it is amazing. I know you don't want to hear about this stuff, but what's the funniest thing you ever saw Don do off camera in real life?
More so, he's more sentimental when we're off camera. I mean, he always says such beautiful things. As he's saying tonight, he gives great toasts. But mostly, he does really give good advice. He wants to make sure that I'm happy. He was there when my mother passed away. He was very good with me. And so it's an odd friendship, but it makes perfect sense to my heart because I just love him. I don't know.
That's very sweet.
Good answer.
Very sweet.
John Stamos and Don Rickles. We'll be right back.
Nice spot, John.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was
That was
great.
I
wonderful.
heard that. That was, what a highlight. I mean,
And you're
Well, you
so
look
right
back at
about
your
the
life, right?
sentimental. I'm sorry, you're so right with the sentimental because when he was alone with you, he's like, you know how much I love you? You know how much I love you? How much you mean to me? Yeah, he got very serious and really a lot of feelings would come out.
yeah, he would talk about, that would be certainly, because a lot of times it was just me, him, and your mom. And
Right,
he wasn't being funny. He'd be funny to the waiters and people
right,
walking
right.
in.
But
you
he's
know.
not
And he
doing...
we'd just have a really beautiful hour-and-a-half conversation, and then it would end, and he would say, John, get me a cookie, and your mom would say, Don, you can't eat cookies, and John would say, I didn't say anything about cookies. They'd fight, and I'd give him the check, and I'd be bold. You know?
That's right.
Oh,
That sounds very correct. Exactly.
But,
Familiar.
no.
I said it right there. It's just the relationship meant so much to my heart and to my life, and it's just one of the greatest things that ever happened to me. And I thank you guys for sharing them with me, and thank you for having me on.
you. Thank you.
Oh, it's so nice of you to come on, John.
Like I never would have just gone back and watched this this spot, and
Yeah.
that's the great thing about the show, getting to, taking us back to those memories that's a real special treat. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was Bella.
thank
She's
you.
excited to see you, John.
Yeah,
That was-
Hi,
that's
Bella.
her
Hi,
job.
Bella.
There she
Perfect
goes.
timing
Oh.
that she suddenly comes to life. Okay.
That's right. She spotted a squirrel.
She's hungry.
All right, John. Hey, I can't thank you enough.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
John. It was so great seeing you.
It's Mindy, Ed, Don Rickles, and John Stamos. Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Kimmel Live, courtesy of 1205 AM Productions, LLC. Jimmy Kimmel Live airs weeknights at 11:35, 10:35 Central on ABC.
Thank you. I love you guys.
Can't wait to see you on Palm Royale.
Thank you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.